This drill I absolutely love for you speed and power athletes. So all I've done here is I've just marked out a 10-meter strip. That's all we're going to be working with. We're going to do 5 rounds of 5 10-meter sprints. So that's basically going to look like attack your first sprint, set off as hard as you can, maximal force, maximal effort, maximal power, short distance, building up as much speed as you can in that first 10 meters. So obviously I've said to you before, in sport, all the time, we're always accelerating, decelerating. Very rarely will we reach top speed and then be asked to maintain that. Obviously it's good to have that place to go to, but ultimately the majority of our time and effort needs to be focused on this. So this is a beautiful one to add in to your training 2 times a week. Do this at the end of your warm-up before you go into either your leg day or your leg day work, or even your whole body session. You can even add this in to your neural priming session the day before a game. Again, you just monitor the overall load. You might just do 5 total reps with, so like 30 seconds in between, and be done on the exercise for that. But really, really good opportunity to keep working on that speed and power over those first few steps, working on drilling that acceleration. So all we're going to do, set yourself up at the start of the tape measure. Again, you can go into whatever stance you want. I'd recommend actually changing this up from time to time, so you're not always going from your favoured foot in front with another power leg behind and driving from that preferred position. I would suggest make this a little more awkward for yourself. Go from a half kneeling position, so you're accelerating sideways. You can go from a standing position sideways, go from a 180, completely change up the way that you run this drill from start to finish. Don't always do the same thing from that speed acceleration point, from this beginning point here. So again, we need to make sure that you're getting your angles right, whichever stance you come from, whether you come from the floor or sideways. Again, I've talked about before, if you haven't seen this yet, attacking, bringing that knee across, punching it through. From that lateral position, you can even go from 2 feet together from a frozen stance where you're tall, and that point you'll see, or if you can in fact try this. So from this standing point, if I say go or someone says go, get cued, you have to make an initial jab movement to then get yourself in that right position. It's very difficult to quickly go from tall to falling forwards and then lean into your acceleration. What you need to do is try and drop your height quickly. You might do that by splitting your feet like such, or you might even do it just kind of like by dropping and then stepping. Completely up to you for your preference, but ultimately you can't go from this tall position. The better position is for you to be in that ready position, and then again you can just push off from there because you've already got the preferred knee angle, which is why whenever we're looking at change of direction capabilities in sport, we need to be able to sink the hips and drop at the hip and then bend at the knee a little bit. We've got our ankle in a more beneficial position, head and shoulder heights down. You can then use that to help generate momentum in whichever direction you want. But back to this drill. Whichever stance you want to go for, mix it up. You're going to say go, bang, hit your first 10 meters. Obviously slow down before you run through the shutter door. Walk it back. This is your recovery. So slow walk back in between. As soon as you get back, set your stance. Next one, go. Take off, run it through. Again, do not smash into the shutter door. I'll show you why. So, taking off from over here, and don't really fancy running into the GHD or that. And you're right, I could have set it up going that way, but it means that the camera angle is less beneficial for you. So here we go, this is it. So this is your 10-meter acceleration drill. Practice this twice a week at the start of the session. Do it at least once. Again, moderate the reps, moderate the load. If you've had a hard game on the Saturday and then you're playing again on the Tuesday, you maybe miss it. Or you might just do it as your neural priming session on the Monday where you have 5 reps. Limit what you do in that sense, so you're working smart, not stupid. And then obviously if you've got a bit of an easier end to the week. Let's say if you've got a game on Saturday and you're on Thursday, it's been a fairly easy one. You might decide to go, right, I'm going to do 10 sets of 10 or 10 sets of 5, where you do your 5, 7, 8, 10 sprints back to back, 2 minutes off, and then start the next set. So you're getting a good full amount of recovery in that 2-minute period, but you're getting plenty of acceleration work in between. Add this into your training week now and feel the benefits.